Hello and welcome back to the third episode of the Kotlin series. In today's episode we'll go over comments and variables and their naming conventions for naming variables. So let's assume you got some code written inside your function or inside your program and you need to comment it out because it's no longer needed, or it's a debug statement which will be printed into the console. So to do a single line comment, to comment out only this single line, we're gonna go in front of the part you wanna skip when your program runs, and you're gonna make two slashes that will comment out this part of the code. So just run your part or your function and you will see in the output log that this one line will not be printed in the console and this line will be printed in the console log. And as you see here, hello my lovely students will be printed out, and hello YouTube viewers is not going to be printed. Now we're gonna uncomment it and run it again, and now we will see two lines of code printed in the console log. Yeah, and if you're gonna comment out more lines of code, so we're gonna introduce something new today, yes, and if you want to comment out those upper two lines because they are no longer needed and are from a previous tutorial, we are gonna make a backslash and a star and head down to the last line we want to comment out, click there and just hit enter, and this whole code block will be commented out and not printed to the console. Let's test that, and yes, we're gonna learn something new today. So that's simply the part for the comments. I hope you understand that. I hope you understood that, and we will get started with variables. In variables you will store different values your program will later need to function or to work, or simply just keep in mind the age of somebody. So to declare a variable we will need var or val at the first place. Then as GitHub Copilot suggests it already, we're gonna need the variable name and the type only if you want to specify it. In Kotlin, the program will be smart enough to get most of the stuff right and you don't need to give a specific type to it, and the value if you want to set one. So to get started, we are gonna start with a var. Var is a variable that can be changed later on. So we defined the variable and our total costs, and we're going to change our total cost to 20. Now this will be grayed out because we can remove it. We're going to simply say it's an integer, or we could say it's 0, and yeah, the total cost will be 20, and we're going to hit run, and the total costs will be displayed down here. So we just learned var can be changed, but val cannot be changed later on. So we're gonna say val first name equals cancel cloud, my channel name. Yes, the value of first name will be cancel cloud, and we can print it out just as we've seen above. Print ln and say channel name is $first name, and run this program. Our channel name is cancel cloud, that's totally right. But if we try to first name equal Carlson, this will be underlined red because it's not able to reassign a val. Yeah, and in here the tooltip says it already, val cannot be reassigned. So if you need to change this value later on, we're gonna need to set it to var, but not val. Val, it's not possible for val. Yes, and as you see in here, total costs, that's a variable name. All variables you should use should always start with lowercase, and class names start with uppercase. And if you got a double word like total costs, you will use a camel case style for naming as a naming convention, and first write the first word lowercase and the second word will be uppercase, or all the words you want to add, like total costs spent today. Then it would be all uppercase if a new word will start, and that's most likely a sentence you could say in here. So we're going to change that back to total costs because that's more accurate. And keep in mind, the more accurate your naming style is in your code, the more easily you're going to find a variable later on if you need to use it again. So that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see us in the next episode. Bye bye.